All right. So I'm playing Opposition Merfolk, which I have found a list from Shima Naoki. Sorry for the bad pronunciation. It's a pretty cool list with four Deeproot Pilgrimage. Do an enchantment whenever one or more non-token Merfolk can become tapped, and you get to make a 1/1. So you can tap a non-token with Opposition, which generates another one, which lets you tap that to tap something else down. You're running four Maraudry. It used to be a huge modern card. That's what you go ahead and do is just other Merfolk get +1/+1, and then whenever you cast a Merfolk, tap or untap a permanent, tapping down Barrogoyfs is kind of insane when you have flash creature, flash creature, flash creature, flash creature. So you could just tap down their board. Opposition also taps down their creatures. We are on Ancient Tomb Chalice. None of the traditional blue lords because of our Ancient Tomb, which probably makes it a little tough. And we're not on Ether Vial, so we're just going Chrome Mox, Ancient Tomb for mana acceleration. Four Hull Breacher because it is Brainstorm format. Four Tidebinder, great versus cards like the One Ring. One Kiora, the Rising Tide, which is a neat card. It has Threshold. So enters, draw two, discard two. Then Threshold. The only thing is it's not a May, so versus Bowmaster, it's a little awkward. Then it has Threshold where you can make an 8/8 Octopus, which is kind of cool. So it's nice to have like a one of. For Hex Catchers, which is a Lord, sack another Merfolk. Now, this card is insane with Deeproot Pilgrimage because you can just sack your tokens to counter those things. Flip General is sort of your only removal. When it enters, tap it, put a stun counter, and then you can shuffle this and the counter away. Sideboard, bunch of random stuff. Two Theme of Skydiver, which is a pretty cool Merfolk. Kicker X, control of Chart of Matter Effect, X or 0. Some Harbingers, a Master of Waves, which is kind of hilarious. One EE to take care of whatever. And yeah, let's rock and roll with it. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep Versa Blue Deck Ancient Tomb. Headbinder could be very good. If they have turn one Tameo, obviously annoying, especially on the draw. Yeah, the format's dog shit. Sorry, everyone. Opposition a little awkward. If they have Wasteland, do I want them to get rid of Ancient Tomb or Cavern? It's probably Ancient Tomb. Alright, we are representing Tidebinder and um Hull Breacher. Hull Breacher, thank you very much. And the Hull Breacher actually stops Tameo from ever flipping, which is a huge, like a huge thing. Do I want to force that? Probably. Force pitching a Tidebinder. They force back. Uh, use my treasure token to pay. They've doubled. Yeah, so no attack there. Even though you get a clue, you probably should attack. Let's attack here. All right, so I think we're just gonna play the Kiora here before a Bowmaster comes in. We have a lot of lands in hand. Ooh, Footprint Driller is interesting. Would be good for versus another Baragov, but so would Otawara. So we're definitely rid of Island. Maybe Tidebinder. I feel like if they had forced, they would have forced back. So maybe our opposition should get there, and that maybe it's just opposition. But if it's opposition, then I don't need the islands. Tapping down their lands could be good, though we're not really making tokens right now. Get rid of the say go. All right. Turn two Hull Breacher just wins. Take it. Maybe with some Harbingers. Cut a Cura. An opposition, maybe. Good, as good of a first game as we could ever ask for, being on the draw versus Tamio. If they have this turn one Tamio again. Can't believe they're making us just deal with this garbage so much longer. Yeah. Pretty cooked versus like a Stoneforge here. I just learned their lesson. What do I want to play here? Hmm. Marrow Reader here. If they have a plow, they're probably going to plow it. Save this. And I have a waste. They just pass. They play Bowmaster. Okay. Okay. Prismatic Ending, huh? I mean, I could have sacked it. Thoughtseize is interesting here. Bowmaster actually doesn't do anything versus us, I want to say. We don't have anything that draws cards once we cut the Cura, so. We can just top deck like a Harbinger to lock them out of non-blue mana, which could be huge. They'd probably have to take Deeproot Pilgrimage. They took Hull Breacher. Wow, okay. Hmm. Alright, let's see if Deeproot Pilgrimage can do work. Okay. I think I have to force this. They're forcing back, okay. So they can fetch a planes here, pretty annoying. Really wish they didn't have the Flooded Strand to get the planes here. Playing around days in case it's their last card. If I lose by 2 life, then game. Taking them a long time to fetch a. They don't have a planes. Oh wow. Okay. Wild. So they can just draw 2 clues here, and that might be enough to win. Obviously, with the 1-mana planeswalker that's drawn 4 or 5 cards. This checks this unless I draw. I mean, I have 6 lords left. Worst draw on the deck. Okay. Really wish I had an opposition now. Now opposition would be pretty good. These tokens will be good if I get to draw a lord. Though they use 1 force and 20 cards. Probably do that now if they're not holding up a hardcast force. I'm doing this main phase to know if I should be attacking with this. Yeah, they brutal, really brutal that they were able to top deck 2 forces and 20 cards. So we're trying to draw a Hull Breacher, Hex Catcher, Opposition, Marrow Regery. Okay. Card with text. I guess I shouldn't F6 because of the whole I have a Hull Breacher thing. If they drew triple Force of Will and 23 cards. Let's go, baby! What goes Ancient Tomb Pass? Do I need to play turn? I don't think we need Chalice. I mean, I can go Chalice on one. I have a turn one Hull Breacher that I don't have Force. I actually think I'm just gonna go Chalice on one in case they have like top deck Voltaic Keys or something. There's some sort of a Forge deck. If they go One Ring, we can just let it go. Looks like the hand is trying to go like, oh, it's Cavern? Okay. Is it Eldrazi? Wow, okay. Weird, okay. I was really hoping they went Kozilek's Command. They have Uncounterable Donuts here. Pretty irritating that we drew like 2 dead cards. So we'll bring in 3 Consigns, 2 Harbingers. Can you bring like a Master of Waves? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut 4 Chalices. Other stuff. They have to take that. Worst draw in the deck, you say? Another. I'm not used to such a bad hand from Eldrazi. Like, Ancient Tomb Pass is just terrible. So, they got very fortunate that they paired into Merfolk playing a Chalice on one. Like, no Flush Rakers or anything. Pretty free attack from them here. They pass and I draw an island. Okay. Really tough. I can scoop to almost anything here. Okay. Another just triple Thought-Knots here? Wastegate Battlemate. I think what I could ever draw here. Even opposition is not going to be okay. I mean, I guess I have to try. Yeah, I just have to hope they don't top deck something. Tap an untapped creature. Are they top decked Ayavugan? If I draw Deeproot Pilgrimage, we can actually like get out of this, which is kind of insane. Oh, they really have a second Wastegate Battle Mage. They really have 2 Wastegate Battle Mages, naturally. That's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. What a terrible hand from them. Alright. Let's try to be better prepared now. Goodbye. I almost want to cut the forces. Definitely want Consigns and Harbinger. Masters could be okay. Could be a way to beat a gunked up board. Like, Tidebinder is actually really good, right? So it's probably a Hull Breacher. Okay. Yeah, Tidebinder hitting Flesh Raker or Thought-Knot Seer is not bad. Yeah, the having Wastegate Battle Mage. After I flood, I get a no lander. Okay. Bottom, the Flood Pit Drowner, I'd imagine. I mean, I was supposed to keep that instead of opposition, but I feel like I just need to try to like win the game. Well, they're on mimics. Um, I think I have to get rid of a Mara Reedry here. Play the other Mara Reedry, but say they go Thought-Knot Seer. Because this and this should win the game. Yeah, I think we have to do this. They're gonna have Thought-Knot Seer. They do have a hard choice here. Oh, it's Dismember? That's frustrating. That's like one of the best possibles. Okay. And I hope they don't have double Dismember, I guess. The fact that they used the Dismember there is so huge. Yeah, my plan is just to get a... You have... Why is that in your deck? Thank God it is. Thank God it is. My Hull Breacher. GG, easy. Oh, baby. Alright, that was awesome. Yeah, it's sideboarding. So they're on the One Ring for some reason. Um, I thought Hero of the Rising Tide would be better than Hull Breacher, but maybe it's not for that exact reason. Thing is, it's better postboard where like I could throw consigns, but like getting that is like so hard. I need to have it. Yeah, I was gonna hope they have to mulligan, I guess, a bunch, but another land is not what I wanted. I thought I had I definitely misread this hand. Thought I had. Guys that were. I think I have to. Yeah, because this guarantees that then if I draw Harbinger, I can play it next turn. Also bad if they have the Wastegate Battle Mage, which it seems like is a card they could have. Yeah, that's the one thing about like just not playing it. Also, very frustrating. The world's slowest Wastegate Battle Mage. Oh, Thief of Existence. When you cast a spell, exile target. If you do, when this creature leaves the battlefield. I could shuffle this in and draw a card now. Right? What does this do? Shuffle this and target creature with a stun counter. So I get to attack for 2 and then shuffle it in and draw a card. Okay, Deeper Pilgrimage, nice. Oh boy. Got a Thought Not Seer, it looks like. Oh, Flesher. Okay. Flesher into Mimic. Oh, I should have played Readery, whoops. I'm definitely playing this out. Yeah, Fleshraker, definitely. No, not drawing any consigns. Kind of tough. So I'll be able to attack for. And I'd probably just trade back here. They took my Deeproot Pilgrimage. Hope their hand, if their hand is land. now. Oh, another land, you say? Other land, you say? Is there another Thought-Knot here? Because they could have played it last turn. Or Reality Smasher now? That would be bad. That would be pretty bad. Got the Kozilek's Command? Yeah, it's a good draw from them. God. But then, oh my god, dude. Looks like we're facing an Oops Gamer here. What do I have? Macabres? Sign of Macabres. Oh, man. If I get to untap like one more time, it should be pretty easy to win. Because I'll have Deeproot I'll start to having Deeproot Pilgrimage tokens to sack. Yeah, so this will make it a little bit easier. Now I'll have 2 soft counters. And then next turn I'll get 2 every time I attack. So here's a 4 spike on a stick. Right? Other Merfolk. Sacrifice for Merfolk? Yeah. Oh, if they just say go. Okay, now I just have like a million soft counters, which is. Alright, so they're gonna go for it here. And they beat 4 spikes. They cannot beat 4 spikes. Let's go. I probably want like Harbingers over Oppositions. Yeah, I got them all. Both mulliganing. I have a force, so I keep. I get rid of Ancient Tomb. We have the Hexcatcher Pilgrimage combo again. They have Pact also, and they're mold to 5. Opponent's really good. It's a good mold, good mulligan to 5. Turn 2 win through interaction. No Macabre, unfortunately, to like punish it or consign. Just win the game instantly. All right. So what do they board in? Doesn't look like anything. Well played, opponent. Well played. Right. Is that a mold of 6 or 5? Mold to 5. Turn 2 with Pact. Wow. Good. It's pretty close, but God, am I supposed to just keep like a like I just saw one forest get beat so hard. Not having any macabres is also here. If I'd probably keep it at Ancient Tomb. All right, just gotta draw spells. Spells, baby. All right, so now I don't play Drowner, so I can continue to. Another land is tough. Oh, this having vigilance and not triggering Deeproot Pilgrimage might actually be relevant. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Get in for 3 there. And now I have this to sack. When I attack, it'll be for 4. Yes, I don't have to play this now. Because they're at 7, and I have 7 with Tidebinder. Nice, nice, nice. Cool. Chalice on 0. Definitely have Lotus Petal, Summoner's Pact, and Pact of Negations probably, so. What am I getting rid of here? A Hexcatcher probably. No covered swamp. That's so weird. No covered swamp Thoughtseize. I couldn't tell you the last time someone went snow covered swamp Thoughtseize. They're gonna untap. Like, there's no point holding up Tidebinder for this. They're gonna untap with that. Just saying go. Wonder what's in there. What I don't know what I'm facing. Definitely just looking like some sort of a fair deck. Jesus. They're fetching now. Oh, maybe it is a combo deck? They're gonna take 9 right now, right? They just concede, okay. Yeah, this is really weird. It's really fucking weird. Uh what do you do with that? Looks like some weird fair deck. Like, if it has hymns, I kinda just want to cut forces. I guess leave 2 forces. Uh Emerald is 6. This looks keepable for some random bug deck, I guess, so I don't know. Obviously. The Tropical Island Hymn to Turok deck is always really funny. So they attack, I can go for the Tidebinder. We'll have to brainstorm right now. Sidebinder just eating a Tameo is crazy. And it's going. Oh, it's like a bad Reanimator deck. Okay. Sure. Uh. Yes, I mean, I guess my plan is just to, play a Hull Breacher. Opposition. Bitter Triumph. Discarding Archon. Well, they're at 8 life. That's nice. Yeah, the Hymn to Tura of Baragov. Okay. Baragov we can actually just contain with opposition, so. And Hull Breacher keeps Tameo from flipping. We just want to draw creatures or that enchantment now. They drew a Murktide. Wow. Yeah, definitely just have to draw. Alright, well, that should win the game, I think. And that's game. Wow, dude, this combo is so good. Oh, they're just on. Do, 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 do. Yeah, they just on like the standard old Tameo. Dude, this is this is probably the worst. This is worse than Ragavan days, huh? Let's go. If we get to untap, which they should be brainstorm locked, should be game over. They down tick for a brainstorm, like. If they waste me, it's fine. If they fetch Fatal Push, it's fine. So. No revolt, my friend. So the game is over. All right, so we win the game by doing. We got to get an opposition down. Blue for this. So we'll play Hex Catcher, going this and this, which will untap this. Um, Opposition around days. I think I can say it's okay. Um, I can sack this. Uh, I think it's fine. Okay. They play Murktide, it's fine. Oh wow, that's another one. All right, now I kind of wanna. Oh whoops! I meant to untap my land, but I don't think it matters. I meant to untap my land and use the stun counter on that, but I think we're just crushing. All right, Alba game versus the best deck in the format, or like one of. Cool, cool. Um, are you really? I mean, what are you siding? You're bringing Harbinger just to try to get him, but like the enchantments are really good. I just run it back, I guess. Ugh, well, one lander, brutal. Pretty insane hand. I'm like, Ancient Tomb one time. One time Ancient Tomb. Resolves. Took a Hull Breacher because it can't be countered. Makes sense. Probably have days. But they don't have a land, so they'll be playing another Surveil land. And getting days. Oh, the forcing even. Tameo, huh? And Wasteland, sure. Drew a Wasteland, okay, and wasting me instead of tracking the clue to try to find more lands. No Brainstorm, thankfully. Alright, that's enough lands, I think. I've drawn 6 lands in 10 cards. Dude, they just. Oh, how lucky, man. They keep a 1 land Surveil hand and then just draw land, 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 land. That's so fucking frustrating. Like, we're both throwing lands, but they have a Tameo in play, so. Well played by them, I guess. What? That's so insane. What? They literally drew 4 straight lands? And they have a Kaito. Wow. Well played, opponent. And this has hexproof, ironically, so my opposition will not work on it. Okay. I have 1 draw step left. Damn. If they didn't draw lands, or we didn't draw lands, like if either one of them happened, we'd probably win. And they have a Bargoyf. Oh man. Oh man, I wanted to tap a land. I didn't have a stop and damage. That it matters, but I have 2 Bowmasters. Wow. Dude, that's crazy. They kept the 1-lander and that's what they ended up with. Alright. And we drew 7 lands. Yep. Try again, verse. I'm gonna bring Harbingers in. Put a cure knowing that they have the Bowmasters. course. Okay. We drew an island. We drew an island. We're cooking. Hmm. Yeah, so here comes Bowmaster. Right? So they didn't ping here, so I get to get in for 3. Okay. Alright. I don't know what they might have if I go to attacks. They're on all blue mana. They have Dismember? Brazen Borrower? The only thing they could have is Brazen Borrower. This makes it 3/3 Hexproofer. They can Brazen Borrow one of them and then trade both creatures for it? Which, if they're using Brazen on that... Okay. Do they have the Swamp in hand? Must have Swamp in hand, right? Yeah. I have Chalice on one. I guess they could have Days in, which would be kind of weird. They definitely could just have a Daze, I guess. Okay. Yeah, if they go Bowmaster here, it's fine. It's brutal when it's like they need to have exactly like this one thing, and they just always have the one thing. So frustrating. So they'll take 2, and then I still have all these hexproofers. They have third Bowmaster? No, okay. They could have played Bargo if they had the swamp. They wow, they have Wasteland. It's so crazy of them to have. Really hope their hand is like 5 1-drops, considering their deck runs 20 something 1-drops. Two, 4, 6, 8. This is awkward. And next turn, if I draw Island, they would hit for 10. I guess if they. I guess if they fetch and I draw Cavern and they don't have another removal spell. Their hand is ever like 4 1-drops and I draw a card and they fetch to Surveil. I guess. But technically we have outs. Why would they ever fetch though, you know? I can't. Frustrating, really, really, really frustrating loss. Like just losing to Brazen Borrower because I couldn't draw land. Really unfortunate. Deck was really cool though. Like the deck was really cool. Like opposition and what do you call it? Diesel. Opposition with this like the Deeproot Pilgrimage was pretty cool.